I have been in quarantine 12 days after being told the maximum time that your test will come back will be 48 hours maximum. I'm not going to think they're going to lie to me.
I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name.
Hi guys, so I'm just giving you another update as promised on the quarantine process in Barbados right now. So on the 5th of January, I done my second PCR test 3 days after arriving in Barbados. Okay, so we are now at Best Santos laboratory. We have to get our second PCR test done. So we're just waiting for the lady. She's going to take our details and then we'll hopefully be able to get the test and results soon, yay! And end our jail sentence. So basically your first PCR test is the one that you do in the UK or wherever your country of origin is, and then 5 days after that test is done you're supposed to do another PCR test in the destination that you're arriving in. So I done my test on the 30th of December in the UK, and then upon arrival at Barbados you're put into quarantine, and you basically there's supposed to be a 5-day gap between your first one and your second one. So my test was supposed to be done on the 4th, on Monday the 4th. However, they made me do it on the 5th instead. So after doing my second PCR test in Barbados on the 5th of January, they assured me the results will be back within 24 to 48 hours. Yeah, so yesterday we went to get our tests done, our PCR tests, and today we are still awaiting our test results, and it's been approximately 30 hours. They told us initially that the wait will be between 24 and 48 hours, which is basically similar to the UK process. They had some difficulties earlier on this, last week now. So they said it was taking a bit longer, but they said everything's fine now. La-di-da-di-da. So hopefully we'll get our results back soon, and then we can go out and enjoy, and I can show you all the lovely pictures and places and food and everything. But yeah, we can't go anywhere apart from our room and the balcony. Lucky us. I mean, at least we've got a lovely view and the weather is nice. It's been raining today, but it's still nice rain. It's not like where we've come from, so we have to give thanks, alhamdulillah. But hopefully we will be getting our results soon, and hopefully everything is negative and we can go out and gallivant. Go out and enjoy the lovely country, this island. From what we've seen through the car windows, it is very, very beautiful, very picturesque and warm. Well, it's still warm even though it's raining now. So I just thought I'd keep you guys posted. So in case you're thinking, why am I shooting that same scenery for the past however many days, it's because we have not been allowed to go anywhere at all. Okay, so don't throw shade on my pictures, thank you very much. Alright, we'll keep you updated when we get out of here. So yeah, bye. So I'm expecting my results to be on the 7th, correct? Yeah. So the 7th comes, still no results. I wait an extra day, the 8th comes, no results. I contact them, they said, oh, the results should be with you soon. Nothing. This continues with no updates, no communication from the medical teams, no communication from the tourism board, nothing. We're paying from our own pocket the accommodation to stay in an approved quarantine facility in Barbados. We have now moved, as you can see the balcony is slightly different. We've now moved from where we were staying because because where we were staying was so expensive. It was so pricey. It was ridiculous. We ended up spending almost £200 a day, including, because we obviously had to pay extra for food, for room service. We couldn't go to any shops. We couldn't leave the room because you're in quarantine and you're locked in the room, so you can only go like basically to the balcony, and if it's like an appointment or something, you can go down to reception to get in a taxi. Other than that, you're literally having to stay in your room, and it's like, it drives you crazy. It's literally like prison. It's not that I know what that's like, but I can imagine it's something like this. I can't complain because the sun is still shining, the weather is lovely, and the room service is expensive, but the food is very nice. But it was too expensive because we don't even have, this is our 6th day now since we've arrived, and literally we've spent so much just on staying inside. Like, it's crazy, but it sounds stupid, but we've spent a small fortune on just the hotel that we were staying at. Because the thing is, with the hotel, the issue isn't so much the price of it, the issue is the value. Because if you're enjoying all the different facilities and everything that the accommodation has to offer, then the price isn't as bad. But when you're literally paying for a bed and a toilet, you're literally just paying for the room because you haven't got access to the gym, you can't go to the restaurant downstairs, you can't go to the beach, you can't go to the pool, you can't even walk down, do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing you can do. So when you look at it like that, it's definitely not worth it at all. I would say if you are coming to somewhere that you have to quarantine, especially like in the Caribbean, one of the kind of holiday islands, I would say to try to book somewhere as cheap but a decent standard, because you're going to have to stay in that room, so the room has to obviously be to a decent standard, otherwise you're going to go even more mental than we're going. Make sure that you're not going to be crying over the price, because we were spending way too much and we weren't getting what we paid for. Let me just leave it there, I won't go into details. But even, like, as you can see, I'm still smiling, only just, and that's because it's a beautiful country. Like, you know, well, probably by now most of you know that I kind of love to travel to only hot climates, i.e. my video on Egypt, I've got some pictures from Morocco and other Caribbean places. But so I'm smiling because of the sun and because of the weather, and because when you do get food, it is very nice, very nice. That's the only reason why I'm smiling. But we are literally behind bars. Can you see? Can you see the bars? We're literally behind bars. We're locked up. Today is the 13th of January. Bear in mind, I arrived in Barbados on the 2nd of January. Today is the 13th. Okay, the 13th. Just count with me for a second. So we arrived on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. Okay, so this is 12 days that I have been in Barbados. I haven't been able to leave an accommodation room except to get a test done and come straight back. We cannot go into any shops, we cannot go into a supermarket to get some food. We are made to buy the expensive hotel food, which is ridiculous, and it's the same thing every day. So this is absolutely insane. We cannot go anywhere, we cannot do anything. We are literally being treated like a criminal, like a convicted criminal. 12 days I've been in the country. And it's fine. If they said, okay, when you arrive, you have to quarantine for 14 days, then you can make that decision whether you want to fly to that country or not. I have been in quarantine 12 days after being told the maximum time that your test will come back will be 48 hours maximum. I'm not going to think they're going to lie to me when this country relies heavily on tourism. This is a very frustrating, very disappointing is a very big understatement, but this is a very testing time, let's just say. But anyway, we have to be grateful for, of course, life. For the weather is still beautiful here, although it is through my window that I'm looking at it, but it's still lovely. I can't complain. I'm still healthy condition. Today is now the 13th of January. They called this morning. How nice! They called me this morning to say that they have completely lost my test results, along with many others. They have completely lost it due to basically pure negligence, and we now, at our own expense, have to go down to another clinic or lab to get retested. Really? Really? Anyway, this test, they have assured, will definitely come back on time. Eyes will definitely be received within the 24 to 48 hours and will be prioritised, because we have been waiting a long time in quarantine. Because now they care. Suddenly they give a crap about us. Okay, lovely. It's nice. Okay, so this is now, it is the 13th, Wednesday the 13th, and we have now gone to Blackrock testing centre. I've got another test done at, what time is it? 12:30, and they have said that the results will be back in 24 hours. So I have now just got back from my third PCR test, which was done at the Banford Tate Clinic. Now, I've had my third test done, and they have again told me that I will receive the results within 24 hours. 24 hours, maximum 48. This is what the doctor assured me as she's done the test. Now, this is exactly the same thing that was told to me on the 5th of January. I will update you in the next 24 to 48 hours, and join me again to see, how long is Sophia London going to be in Barbados quarantine for? Because somehow I really highly doubt the test results are going to come back in the next 48 hours. So yeah, I can try and show you what I've managed to record so far in Barbados. I'll try and show you a few clips that I've managed to sneak through the car window in my travel to the clinics and back. Ooh, exciting. Don't be jealous. But all being said, this is a very testing time. As much as we are very frustrated, and as much as we are in this awful condition, and it's extremely prolonged, we do obviously keep Barbadians and any other places that are having pandemic outbreaks at the moment. We keep them in our du'as, in our prayers, and inshallah the cases reduce and no deaths are caused by such a awful virus. They are also experiencing a very tough, trying time, and a little bit of panic has definitely been detected, because they have said time and time again on the news that, of course, their main economy, their main money for the country is being brought in by tourism and by tourists, and in this time their tourists are not obviously happy, and this is also deterring more tourists from coming to the country for now. They have also had a very small outbreak that has caused a few hundred cases at the moment that they are trying to keep under control, which is probably the main cause of why we have to wait so long for our results back. But yeah, I'm just letting you know all of this because I'm being very honest, very transparent. I'm not sugarcoating anything. I've got nothing to gain by doing this video or by not doing this video. The only thing I'm trying to do is help you guys if you are planning to come to Barbados in the immediate future, as in like in the next few weeks or a month or so. I would probably advise that you change your flights for later on in the year when hopefully things are a bit more settled, because right now there is no communication as to what exactly is going on and how exactly they are solving the problem, and it's quite a bit of a strain on their country at the moment. I'm just here to obviously just give you honest situations. This is the situation I'm in. This is the situation of the country at the moment, and we can just, as I said, make du'as and pray that everything gets better, inshallah. Take care, guys.